Hey gang, it's Bryan from FXBilliards. Today I am going to give you 5 tips to de-vilify the 8-ball. What does that mean? It means stop being scared of the 8-ball. There's people that never played pool in their lives that have sayings like behind the 8-ball. People are afraid of the 8-ball for reasons unknown, but I'm going to teach you 5 things that will help you get beyond it so that you can stop running to the last ball and then miss the 8-ball when it's a layup for you. I have videos on why you miss easy shots. I have videos on why you miss money balls, but we're going to talk specifically about the 8-ball here. Tip number 1, and only the serious players are going to do this, get yourself a rack of all 8 balls, or what I do is all black balls. So I don't even have a reference. And it makes the game a little bit more challenging because you don't have a reference when you're aiming for a shot. So I'm going to break and run these off, and we'll talk about some of the other tips other than getting yourself a rack of 15 black balls. Looks strange, doesn't it? Well, if you get accustomed to seeing these balls in their current form, seeing the 8-ball when it's time to run out is not going to be an issue for you. The next thing you should do, other than shooting off black balls, it's what I just said, is change the way you see the 8-ball. Meaning, if you see it as a nemesis, guess what? That's exactly what it will be. You need to visualize that as money. Visualize that as the thing that's going to get you paid, or at the minimum, going to win the game for you and maybe your entire team. So the best way to do that is change your view, the way you think about, the way you see, the way you deal with that 8-ball, so that it is no longer a bad thing, but a good thing. Next tip. Let your eyes adjust to the table. I've had straight pool players tell me they feel like they're looking into the abyss when they're shooting the 8-ball. Now, the reason this is significant is because to a straight pool player, the 8-ball has no different value than any other ball. And yet, they're still seeing the 8-ball differently than they do other balls, which is kind of mind-boggling when you think about it. But darker balls are more difficult to make. Me and a good friend of mine, when we were growing up, had a very intellectual discussion about what was the most difficult ball on the table to make. And we decided that psychologically, it was the 8-ball. Physically, it was the 6-ball. Now, why the 6-ball? Because back then, every table we played on was green. And the 6-ball blended in with the table, right? Darker balls are more difficult to make as far as shot making goes. So, we got out of position on this 8-ball a lot. We're going to recover though. What you want to do is be careful in how you see the table, how you see the ball, how you see the shot. Most of us are playing in very dark environments. A lot of pool halls are very dark, but the light on the table is different than the light around the rest of the room. Keep your eyes on the table. This will help you adjust for those darker balls. Hard to shoot and talk at the same time. Toughest thing about giving lessons is talking while you shoot. Next item. When you are playing 8-ball and you get to the 8, I've had people say, I heard this 100 times probably over the last 30 years, play position on the 8-ball. So pretend you need to get shape on another ball and play position when you shoot in the last ball. I'm going to go just straight at you and say bad advice. I know a lot of you have heard this for years, for decades. A lot of good players have heard this and may even be playing this way, and I'm going to tell you why it's bad advice. Because on the list of the top 3 reasons people miss shots, position play is one of those top 3. And if you are playing this last ball with the intent of acting like you need to get shape on another ball, you have added an element of difficulty to this very easy shot that you did not need to add to it. And I see people all the time that are missing layups on the 8 ball. I'm like, how did you miss that shot? Well, I was pretending that I had a ball here and I had to get shape on it. Why? Why would you do that? It's like shooting free throws and saying, I'm going to pretend there's a guy standing in front of me with his hand up in my face. It makes no sense. What you need to know is the path the cue ball is going to take, and if that path is going to be a scratch shot. And the last thing I'm going to leave you with, making the 8 ball and not vilifying the 8 ball, is leave yourself easy shots. Now, how do you do that? You do it with key ball play and 8 ball, and if you don't know what that is, it means that you know which ball you're going to shoot before you shoot your 8 ball in, and you leave it on the table and you play shape around getting on that ball so that you have a relatively easy shot on the 8. We have a video, a number of videos that will teach you about key ball play. Make sure you watch them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Have a great day, and hit me in the comments and let me know if you might think about going out and buying a set of black balls.
Hey gang, if you enjoy FX Billiards on YouTube, you'll love FXBTV. It's the ultimate streaming platform for exclusive videos, tips, and techniques you won't find anywhere else. Join now to lock in our special introductory rate and be part of the FX Billiards community.
You don't understand how I play. I am the way to win you over.